Hey, I'm Nicholas Prom,
I'm Chase.
And I'm Dylan.
and you're watching Posers Must
Posers must die!
Die! Okay, hey guys, wow, what an exciting week of heavy metal stuff. And, yeah, I went
Yeah.
to a, I went to a show on, Saturday night, that was the 18th, over at the Kenton Club. This was the debut show of Sergio's new band Betrayer. And anyway, so yeah, it was a stack bill, excellent punk hardcore grooviness, and let's see, External Ballistics opened, very cool, very excellent, kind of like almost like a they reminded me of Long Knife a bit. They were cool. I like them. Um, and Betrayer was awesome as well. I will say I was getting so mad. We were talking before the show about getting bumped into or jostled by unruly moshers or whatever. You know, it's kind of irritating sometimes. Man, there was one guy I almost donkey punched. He was really pissing me off at this show. Yeah, that I was I was this close to actually getting into a fist fight with somebody, but I didn't. I exercised self-control, and anyway, just had a fun time. Only saw the first three bands because we had a big show. The three of us attended. The following night, I needed to get home and take care of other things like the following day. So yeah, but also Arsenal Mall, another band, excellent hardcore punk, definitely worth checking out. We have all seen Malakili and Bymarks. We know they're rad, and I'm looking forward to seeing those bands again down the road. It's just I needed to bail, so we had juice for Sunday night's show. Kerry King with Municipal Waste and Alien Weaponry. I don't know what that gesture was, but I love it.
Shit!
Yeah. So yeah, we all the whole crew was there. The whole Posers Must Die gang was there, and we had a blast. Let's see. We had some chuckles laughing at wow, Close Encounters of the oh shit. No, I fucked that up. Pose Encounters of the New Zealand Kind with the Alien Weaponry, who are this new metal band from Down Under. Didn't like them at all. They reminded me of they were heavily influenced by the early Soulfly records. If you're into like crap like Coal Chamber and Spine Shank and and other various dog crap bands from the late 90s and early 2000s, boy, are Alien Weaponry going to be for you. Uh, but so that was a thing.
Yeah, I like new metal, and I wasn't too crazy about them either.
Well, there you go.
They were all right. Surprisingly, they were the only band that night they got a Wall of Death. Like that was, I
think
the f- out of there when that happened.
I don't. Here's the thing. I don't like Wall of Death. I think it's dumb. I think it is a
Yeah.
new metal move. To be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
It's. I think it's a cheap trick to like win an audience over to you. That's
Well,
maybe
they
not.
didn't even start it. There was just one guy that started it in the crowd. He was just doing this shit, and
Well,
everybody was like, "Oh, okay."
but they talked about it like let's do it,
Did
from
they?
the stage. So yeah, they did.
Oh.
But it's okay. Regardless,
I
fuck
wasn't.
that band.
Yeah,
What?
I wasn't like impressed with them. Yeah, they definitely had like that. Like every song had a jump chord.
Yeah.
All nice and bouncy.
Oh.
I could be won over. I could be won over by a good beat, and I'm not. I don't hate jump chords and like, but yeah, like they were there, like 5, 6 out of 10, just warm, not terrible. But man, it must be said that the crowd did like them. People were moving the entire time.
True.
Mhm.
True. There were
But
folks into it. You know.
they were
Um,
not our cup of tea per se.
yep. That's fine. But boy, let's talk about our cup of tea because the municipal waste fucked us all up. Man,
Uh,
so awesome. Chase, the last time we saw the waste was in 2007. They opened for Suicidal Tendencies, and man, let me tell you what a joyous, happy reunion this was. We had an awesome time with them, and
Hey, not a beat was skipped. It was every they haven't aged a day. They're all kicking ass. Oh
yeah,
my
no, it
god.
was
And they
great.
played the
Yep, no, it was awesome. Dylan
yeah.
uh, came to the show not a fan and became one, and I love that. Let's talk about that, man.
Yeah,
Before our very eyes. It was amazing.
I've never been a fan of Municipal Waste. I think it was just one of those things where like I listened to them when I was a kid early on,
Yeah,
getting into thrash, and I kind of just passed on them. I don't know. I
sure,
like Toxic Holocaust better.
sure.
Uh,
Toxic
then
Holocaust
I
rules.
just I just never came back. I just never came back, even though I probably would like them now, and I did.
Yeah,
Holy shit! Every fucking song they played last night was awesome.
yeah,
And I enjoyed the mosh pit. See, the mosh pit progressed throughout the night. It got like more unruly and more unruly throughout the night. But
yeah.
the Municipal Waste was the last mosh pit that was like polite, and they got the what did the lead singer say? He wanted like two.
Yes, Tony was saying there are two
We'll call
support.
it an infinity symbol.
Yeah, there we go. So
We'll call it a figure eight.
there are two poles support columns on the show floor at the Roseland, but they don't obstruct the view of the stage really, which is great. And he asked the crowd to have two circle pits going around them, and they obliged, and it was fun. I got into that pit for a while; it was cool. But
Yeah, I think both you guys did.
yeah, it was a cool time.
I
And
kind of got
love
pulled
their,
in.
I love their stage decorations, those like glowing barrels with the zombies poking out of them, like that shit's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, I love that.
That was
That's
great.
super thrash, man.
Great stage presence from those guys. I'm a fan now. I
Yeah,
like Municipal Waste now.
yeah. I mean, it's like DRI with a pinch of tankard, like
Mm,
and it's funny because they're probably bigger than DRI ever was. You
mm.
know what I mean? DRI are doing great. They touring all the time. They got a solid gig, but like uh yeah, the Waste just kind of took what they did and it's just like their next level. So um but yeah, awesome. And then the Kerry King band. Uh Phil Demmel from Violence on guitar. That doesn't suck.
Oh,
Of course, Paul Bostaff, returning from Slayer, and Paul's played in you know, let's remember, Paul started his career in Forbidden, and he's been in Exodus and Testament. Like, the guy is one of the great thrash drummers. Okay, not to mention all the years in Slayer, and of course Kerry King. Oh yeah, and Mark Ostegueda from Death Angel,
there we go.
who is
Yeah.
a great front man. I have soured on his vocal
Amazing
style.
last night.
He was great. I have soured on his vocal style, in over the years, but I can't deny that the guy is great live. He's got great moves, and he's an excellent front man.
Oh yeah.
And oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, just no, yeah, no. He was. I thought he killed it on vocals. I mean, you said he did too. But sorry. No, yeah, he. Like every high note that he hit, like I don't know, after doing those really gravelly lows and whatnot, I would just sit there like, you are amazing
Yeah,
for like how long he's been doing it and everything.
that's true. Uh,
Yeah.
so let's talk about the set list. They played the Kerry King, that was it, From Hell I Rise. They played that album in its entirety.
Mm.
And let's be honest. To call that album middle of the road would be pretty generous. It's okay.
Yeah,
It was better live. It was better live than on the
yeah,
record,
it
I
was a
thought.
lot better live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but this set also included 5 Slayer songs and 2 Iron Maiden covers.
Oh yeah.
Paul Diano recently passed away, and of course we did a whole special about that, a whole episode, I should say. And yeah, they played Purgatory and Killers from Killers, and those were awesome. What do you guys think of that?
Well, I mean, if you didn't, you kind of told me ahead of time when we were driving up there that was going to happen. If I didn't know that was going to happen, I would not have been expecting that. But even though I was expecting it, still total pleasant surprise. I didn't know what was being played. You just said two covers.
Oh, right.
And yeah, no, they were very, very sincere covers. Very like,
Yeah. And and
yeah,
I realized those were perfect choices for sorta Slayer to cover.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, no, it worked. It came off perfectly. And of course, there were 5 songs. Uh, they played Repentless and Disciple, from like kind of those latter years of Slayer, which is like, that stuff's all right. Okay. Um, but then we got At Dawn They Sleep, Raining Blood, and Black
yep,
Magic. Like,
and
okay, I'm happy.
yep.
That was really fun. Um,
Yeah, toward the latter end of it, like I was really running out of energy, and I like had to get out of that crowd for a minute.
sure, sure.
So I took a break away from the crowd, but as soon as I heard those raining blood, like the drums at the beginning, I'm like, oh shit! And I fucking ran up the stairs to go get
Yeah, love it. Yeah, I saw you dip out. I'm like, man, please tell me he's not missing. He's not
I
gonna
was
miss
I
Raining
was
Blood.
back there. I was just away from you guys, but I
Oh,
totally got to
okay,
enjoy that
okay,
band. It
yeah,
was awesome.
yeah. Well, excellent, good. So you got a taste of, and you never got to see Slayer, right?
No.
No, okay. So you got a taste of Slayer, and I will
Yeah.
say this was not like Chase and I have experienced Slayer shows. This wasn't
Oh yeah.
like the full-on intensity of a Slayer show, but this was a cool time. And
Yeah.
I would say the vibe was somewhat similar. I think it was a cool time. Definitely wasn't disappointed at all, really. Um, and Chase, how many times did you see Slayer?
Let's see. One, two. I
Tattoo
want to
the
say
Earth?
that was my, yeah, Tattoo the Earth, and then when we went up to Washington to see them, I think is what it was, or
Did
that
we?
airfield.
Was that the? I think it was
That's
Hillsboro.
the
What
name.
was it? Hillsboro? Was it
Oh,
where when we saw them with Megadeth and Testament? Is that what you're talking about?
yes.
Okay. Was it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
those 2 times?
And yeah, yeah, and then this would be 2.5, I guess.
Point five. I mean, it's 2 members of Slayer, and it was. I mean, come on. It was the music.
Yeah,
It was carrying on the direction of the last bunch of Slayer records, and yeah.
yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, I saw Slayer. I think 13 times.
Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Yeah. And uh, and a lot, and those shows were always, you know, amazing. It was Slayer. Like those were always great times. I only had a couple of meh times seeing Slayer over the years. So, and this was a cool time. So, I'll go. Look, Kerry King band comes through with at least one more another thrash band in support. I'm there. Uh, you
Let me
know,
turn my nose up. That is certainly no.
yeah, no, this is a cool time, and I'm glad we're keeping that Slayer legacy going. I was talking to a buddy of mine. Shout out to Andy Shin. Recently, he was like, "Man, I thought I was going to be taking my kids to see Slayer, and nope, not in the cards, man." Um, but yeah, c'est la vie. But yeah,
Uh, we ran into a fan at the show last night.
oh, that's right.
I,
Yes. Shout out to Ashley, another viewer of this program. Thank you. We know you're out there, and we appreciate you folks who are watching, and it's great. We always like meeting fans, viewers, etc. So right on, Crouton.
very
Uh,
lucky, yeah.
yeah. So why don't we get into our other stuff for the show? We've got an album review. SABER from LA, their most recent album, Lost in Flames. SABER recently played a pair of shows in Portland, and I unfortunately had to miss both of those, and I was really disappointed. I really like this band. End of the year, beginning of the year is kind of a tough time for me in here. All I gotta say is,
Yeah.
folks, take care of your mental health. No one's gonna do it for you. Okay? So, but this is a really cool band, and I like this a lot. Real speedy, traditional heavy metal. I would say, like, boy, do you like Victim and Loudness and Savage Grace? This band is so for you. You like Crossfire from Belgium. This is that kind of stuff. Really fun. What do you guys think?
Same, totally and completely fun. A great riffs from beginning to end, front to back on this thing, man. A lot of like it feels like the guy's gonna start like a Randy Rhoads kind of deal. Like there's a couple of them, or it's like it starts off that way and then it just kind of veers into like an Adrian Smith.
Oh yeah,
And I love it.
that's cool.
They also kind of reminded me of Spellcaster. If anybody,
Oh yeah, I would say probably
knows that
like
one.
especially from Spellcaster Mark One, from the first album.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, I could definitely hear that. Similar vein. Yeah. Chase and I, we knew those guys really well. I ran with them for years. So yeah, that's there you go. Yeah, Dylan, thoughts?
Yeah, I enjoyed this. I wasn't absolutely crazy about it, but I did
That's
enjoy
okay.
it.
Cool.
It was good stuff. I really liked the opener song, "Lost in Flames,"
Yeah.
or the title track.
Yeah.
And I was reading because we listened to this on early on.
Oh yeah,
on
Chase.
that
What
site.
is the? This isn't out yet. What's the release date, Chase?
Yeah, I was. Thank you for reminding me, Dylan and Nick. Released February 8th on RPM Roar.
Okay. So this isn't out yet, but they have one other full length that you can stream to get your appetite whetted, and then February 8th you can quench the thirst for Lost in Flames. Oh, what? I'm mixing metaphors, I think, but that's okay. But yeah.
Do you have anything to add, Dylan?
Dylan?
We felt like we cut you off.
Oh well,
yeah.
I was just gonna say the title track I was reading on the Holics thing. Apparently, one of their band members lost his house in a fire.
Oh.
As well as his dog. I know that's very sad. I feel bad for him, but this song is about that. I think that they wrote that.
Oh.
So I can tell there's a lot of emotion and power behind this song.
Yeah.
So I really appreciated this song for that. Like they're writing about real shit there. And singing about it too, so and it mattered a lot to them. So I enjoyed that song personally because of that.
Well, okay.
Yeah, damn.
But yeah, any other album highlights for you guys?
Shadow of You, On the Hunt, Steelbreaker are all great. Just a great showcase right there. And the title track, I liked it. I didn't like it enough to put in like my usually add 2 or 3 songs as my favorite tracks or whatever. But wow, yeah, that's a damn.
Yeah.
sorry to bum you out, but
No, it's okay.
I also liked Madam Danger, and I like Steelbreaker as well.
Yeah. Well, right on. So overall, pretty excellent traditional metal from Los Angeles. Keep an eye out for Saber, folks. This is cool stuff. So yeah, why don't we move on to Chase's classic album? And what do we have here, Chase?
I believe you mentioned them just a minute or two ago.
Yeah.
Loudness, not the Loudness, Loudness. Thunder in the East.
1985, right?
January 21st, 1985, on Nippon Columbia, which means tomorrow, this album turns 40. Complete coincidence. Did not know that when I chose it, but
right on.
Tidbit.
That's cool. It's 40th anniversary. 1985. There's a lot of really great records that are celebrating 40th anniversaries this year. I mean, like off the dome, you got Overkill, Feel the Fire, Exodus, Bonded by Blood, Megadeth, Killing Is My Business. Those are just and this one and tons more. But yeah, great stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, Loudness from Osaka, legends. Like they're like the heavy metal band in and from Japan. Like,
yeah, I mean, there's lots of other great Japanese heavy metal, but they're the biggest export. You think Japanese heavy metal, and Loudness is the first band you think of. And I saw them years ago. And I can't remember what year it was, but Spellcaster opened for them. They played at Dante's, and it was amazing. They were incredible.
Yeah. Wow.
I am so glad that I saw Loudness. I'm like, oh, Man, they were awesome. And this record, I know we haven't really talked about it yet. Full of great songs. Obviously, the mega classic "Crazy Nights," but also I really like "Clockwork Toy." That song's a real barn burner. "Like Hell" is a
Like
good one.
hell.
Yeah. What are some other what do we like about this record, guys? What's some songs we dig?
Run for Your Life. I'm not sure if you consider that one the ballad or not, but Run for Your Life, I loved that one. And yeah, Crazy Nights, Like Hell, but we already covered those.
Yeah.
Uh, Dylan?
Uh, yeah. Forgive me. I wasn't crazy about this album. I really liked the first song. "Crazy Nights" is fucking great. I do like that song a lot. Uh, and then I also liked "Like Hell." But as the album went on, I just was, I don't know. I kind of lost interest. I guess they're all right. It's just not my kind of jam.
Okay.
Forgive me.
Yeah. Is this pretty much your first exposure to Loudness?
Yeah,
Dylan?
I've never heard "Loudness" before.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. You might like the records that precede this one more.
So this isn't their first?
It's not. It's like their third or
Okay.
fourth one, I think.
Okay.
But yeah. You'll. I think you might like their preceding albums a bit more. This one's kind of like the pivot point. It's really good, but it's also like they are going to go a little more commercial.
Yeah,
You
what
know,
was getting me, like what I wasn't too crazy about was like the ballad kind of sounding kind of songs.
sure.
And
Uh,
I don't mind a ballad. There's some ballads, metal ballads out there I really like, but
Yeah.
that these were, yeah.
yeah, but no sweat. But Dylan, that was a good record. Didn't love it. Chase and I mean, we recognize it as the mega classic it is, and that's cool.
Classic. Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, hail to
Forgive me.
Loudness. You are forgiven. You're allowed to have differing opinions. Jeez. But yeah, but do check. But honestly, check out check out the Loudness albums
Sure.
before this one. I think you'll
Sure.
probably dig them. But yeah, classic album. Great choice, Chase. Why don't we move on to Dylan's Demolition? And you
Yes,
chose a
I
really
picked-
cool demo this week. It's a new demo.
Yes. This
Paroxys.
is 2024 Paroxys. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, like paroxysm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are from Melbourne, Australia. This is some crust punk
Man,
with a
dude.
female vocalist.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, like sacrilege worship.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there you go.
But yeah,
Good way to put it. Yeah.
this shit kicks ass. I mean, I haven't gotten into sacrilege yet.
Sure.
That was a comment. I read sacrilege worship, and I know what they sound like. But
Yeah,
this
I've only
reminded
heard
me
them a
lot of, yeah, this reminded me a lot of another demo I picked a while ago, Lifeless Dark. who I
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
love.
Yeah.
But this shit rips. I fucking ooh.
My words exactly, dude. Like, wow. This is really good. It's very metal.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean,
definitely.
that's one of the beauties of like, I mean, like the punk we talk about on this show is pretty metallic, in general.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
not all of it, but mostly, largely. How about that? And this is great. I highly recommend this to people who are not into punk at all, because it's metal enough to satisfy you know, just your average thrash fan for sure.
Definitely.
You know, real speed metally kind of shit happening there. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Excellent pick, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Really, really glossy. Very nicely produced.
Oh,
for
right.
For a demo, like.
Oh no,
I'm
it
loving-
sounds really good. If you told me it
Yeah,
was an
it's-
official, like it was like an EP, I'd have believed it, because it sounds like really professionally done. So
very well done.
yeah.
And I agree. Yeah, like I was actually struggling with how to put it, but yeah, it's like it's got like it's balanced in crust punk and metal. Like it's got that it's balanced between the two. I didn't know what how to really explain that, but yeah, it's got this I don't want to say metal appeal to it, but it does.
Sure.
It's just how I would put it.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, the vocalist hits fucking hard, dude. Yeah, because
Yeah.
like I was also surprised. Whoa, okay, cool, nice,
Yeah.
like vicious,
Yeah.
vicious. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's really
So
interesting. Oh, sorry.
no, you're good.
Okay. It's really interesting. I feel like this kind of punk, the crust punk and D beat and stuff, street punk, that and thrash or just, like heavy metal in general are like they are just like separated at birth. But it's just like, dude, they have so much more in common than they have different, especially in like attitude. Like like you guys have heard Amoebics, right? And they sound like Venom. Like, and that's totally a punk band. So, yeah, but this is great. Dylan, I feel like you had something.
Separated at birth, but bonded by blood.
Yeah! I love that. Yes. Oh, that's so sick. That should be a bumper sticker. I love it.
Yeah, but if you're a heavy metalhead, you love thrash metal, whatever the hell, but you're not a punk guy, check this out. Check it out. Try it. See what you think.
Yeah, I honestly, I mean, I would I would be really surprised for any metalhead, even the most arm-foldy, kind of guy when it comes to punk, turning this down because it's so good. But yeah, okay, cool, man. Why don't we move on to Hardcore Hall of Fame? And this week I chose GBH, City Baby, Attacked by Rats from 1982. This is one of the seminal releases, as far as full-length albums go, from, just street punk, UK 82 stuff. This rules, okay? Guys, you go.
Okay, first, I have a question. Is GBH some kind of slaughterhouse? Because they got hooks.
That's interesting. I thought you were gonna what does GBH stand for? I mean, it's. I thought you were gonna ask that. It is. I will say.
Lyrically, riffologically, I don't know how to put that. Riffs. They're really good at pulling you in.
Yeah.
City baby.
Attack by rats.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, Sick Boy. There's all kinds of great stuff on this record. It's really good. What were some of the album highlights for you guys?
Bella and Bop got me.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Got me good.
Sick Boy, Maniac. I really liked The Prayer of the Realist
Yeah.
and Heavy Discipline. Those last two were, especially Prayer of the Realist. That one is really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
The title of this album makes me giggle.
Yeah, it's kind of like, wow, it definitely creates an image, a weird image.
Yeah.
But it's talking about like, man, it's just like crappy, you living in like a garbage ass like, area, so. But for those who don't know, GBH stands for grievous bodily harm. That's the UK equivalent to assault and battery. But anyway, yeah, this rules. Totally classic band. Like if you're like this, they're one of the essential UK punk groups. They're just awesome, and they're still going, I believe.
Fuck yeah, man. I'd add War Dogs to the list of tracks that are awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. But yeah, do we have any more thoughts on this, guys? Just like we love it.
Great pick.
Yay!
Great pick.
Thanks, dudes.
Good shit.
Yeah. Well, right on, man. Cool. I think we can move right on to Song of the Week. And this week I chose Heaven Can Wait from Gamma Ray from their debut album Heading for Tomorrow from 1990. Kai Hansen from leaves Helloween and starts a very Halloween-ish band with future Primal Fear singer Ralph Sheepers. And this is great. It's really good power metal. And this song is really anthemic, and I love that shit. Really uplifting. That's what I need in my life right now. So yeah, I just love this. Love this song a lot for a long time. Guys?
I believe that power metal is at its best when it's uplifting, and this is probably one of the best power metal songs I've like. It's easily one of the top 10, one of my top 10 favorite power metal songs ever.
Wow.
And
Okay.
I'm incredibly happy that you chose it.
Oh well, you're welcome.
I saw that out there. I was like, yes, all right.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. It didn't. Oh yeah, I know. It means we're gonna have a good week. No, just a fucking awesome song. And I love it.
Yeah. I mean, the best power metal has that life affirming like Andrew WK kind of energy.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
And
supposed to give you power. It's
yeah,
supposed to make you
man.
powerful.
Yeah. Dylan, what do you think of this, man?
I really liked this. This is a good
Yay!
power metal song. It's happy. It's positive. I liked the melody of it and everything. It's great. It just felt good. Like this is an example of power metal I do enjoy.
Right on.
Even though I don't listen to much power metal.
Sure.
But yeah, good, great pick.
Awesome. Yeah. And it's just like if you can do the hat trick of, or I'm not sure if that's the term I want to use, but being like uplifting and shit, but also kick ass. That's a like I think that's got to be a hard thing to pull off. And it's just like but like the best power metal bands do, and Gamma Ray are one of the better bands from that genre. So cool.
Hell yeah.
Cool. So we dug it. Dylan, how about your song of the week?
Yes, I picked "Can I Play with Madness" by Iron Maiden.
Yeah, Maiden. Why'd you pick this, man?
Well, first of all, this keeps coming on the radio when I'm driving my mom's car around. She has Sirius XM, as I mentioned before, and Ozzy has a station on there that he plays music he likes on. And this has been coming on all week, and it's really stuck on my head. And I forgot how good of a song this is. This is also another positive sounding kind of song. Like I like how happy it sounds. It puts me in a good mood when I hear it.
There you go.
And it's just a good song, and I forgot about it. And I was happy it came on so many times this week.
Right on. Yeah. I Maiden played this when we saw them this fall too, right? Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and yeah, this is a great song. It's from what I would say is the last of like the truly essential Maiden albums, Seventh Son.
Mm-hmm.
But not to say that they didn't make good records after that, but first 7 are kind of the desert island, yeah, great song from a terrific record. Good choice, man. Chase, you have any thoughts on this?
It's a classic. It's damn near infallible. I went back and I watched the video. Now I miss Graham Chapman.
Oh, I forgot Graham Chapman's in this.
Yeah.
But yeah, yes.
But yeah, good shit.
Yep.
Good shit. Nothing more.
Okay, cool. And then Chase, you've been oh so patient. How about your song of the week?
I got Return of the Technodrome from Gamma Bomb, and I didn't. The way we have it set up, Nick posted what he was gonna do his song of the week as, and then like the next morning I posted mine without looking, and I was like, oh whoops, Gamma. They're spelled differently. This is
fine. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, we have a Discord server where we kind of do all our off air communication stuff. Yeah. And then and I'm so glad we got that promo hookup from Chase, because that has been a great boon to this show. But
sure have.
But
anyway, the song of the week. Sorry. I chose this song because my son and I have been playing it's a collection of the old Ninja Turtle arcade games, and for the NES and all that. Anyway, it's great, love it. We played it, and that led to us watching Ninja Turtle, the old Ninja Turtle cartoon, which led to us watching some more stuff, and we ended up watching the Transformers movie.
Oh,
the Transformers the movie.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Yeah, but anyway, the whole time we're playing, the song was in my head, and the fucking awesome song from an awesome band from an awesome album, too. So
yeah, no, it's great. It's thrash. I mean, like if you're a Municipal Waste fan, Gamma Bomb's going to be another band that you're going to enjoy on a similar level. I forget, are they from Ireland or Scotland? From the Isles, I know that.
They're from Ireland.
Okay. But yeah, great band. we really love this band. This is a band that Chase and I really glommed onto in the kind of the thrash revival of the mid-aughts. Yeah. And they're still going, aren't they?
They are.
Yay!
Billy and Co. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they rule. They're still kicking ass.
Man, and who knows? Maybe we'll even get to see them sometime.
That would be awesome.
Yes, it would. Oh my God. But yeah, great, cool. So we solid songs of the week all around.
Yeah, this song kicks ass.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, Dylan. I didn't give you a shot. Do you have anything? I'm so
No,
sorry.
I like this song. It kicks ass.
Yeah.
I've never heard Gamma Bomb before. I think I've heard of them, but I haven't heard them yet.
Yeah.
Citizen Brain is great. It's got so many anthems on it, so many great references. There's a song called crap. I forget if it's called Streets of Rage or not, but it's a nod to the Streets of Rage franchise.
Yeah.
It's got a bunch of video game references in it. I guarantee you'll like that one.
Okay. Oh yeah. Hey, I was last this week to post my song of the week in our chat. I should have picked like Gamma Side or something and made it a.
That would have been amazing. Man, Gamma Side, man. Gamma Side rules, and they're playing Hell's Heroes this year, and God, I wish I could be there. Who knows? Maybe me and Santa will get it happening. But cool. Yeah, that would have been funny. But I'm sure something like that'll happen. But yeah, I think we got some upcoming shows to talk about. Let's see. This Friday at the Twilight is a benefit for the Burnside Skate Park. The Accused, with support from Long Knife, Betrayer, and Disc Test. Disc Test are a D-beat band from Seattle. This is just going to be an amazing night of like hardcore and crossover. Depending on how my work week goes and how I'm feeling, I may or may not be at this, but we'll see. No promises, but this is going to be a rager. It's going to be a banger. Everyone who goes to this is going to have a blast. Let's see. The following night, also at the Twilight, Drouth and Jason's band, Old Machines, are playing with support from Lethophasia and Rat King. And that's going to be a program of heavy metal that you can enjoy. Huh? Oh, right.
Rat
Hey.
King.
Yeah, I know, another Ninja Turtles thing. Yes. But also that night, and the show that I will be attending 100%, will be over at the Coffin Club. Seattle Speed Metalers Solicitor. Actually, I'm not sure if they're Seattle, but I know they're Washington. Alongside Thrasher's Vanishment and D-Beat or crust punk band Kriegsulvar are going to be raging, and that's going to be a fun time. This one I got to go to. I've been wanting to see both Solicitor and Vanishment for some time. Very curious about Kriegsulvar, so that should be a solid evening / outing, whatever you want to call it. On January 30th at Dante's, Dead Nexus with support from Absurdity, Atomic Terror, and Worm Chewer. $12. It is a Thursday night, but that's going to be a great program of metal that you can have if you can swing it, do it. There's some cool bands.
I'm interested in this.
Yeah?
I saw Dead Nexus in Salem. I'd like to see them again.
Well, here's your chance. Here's your chance. So you
Always
too.
happy to see Atomic Terror.
Yes, well, they're great. So you can hang out with Dylan at this show. Go to Dante's Thursday, January 30th.
Don't hold me to it.
Yeah. But there we go. And the following night, February 1st, in Kaiser, Oregon, which is kind of on your way to Salem. What? Was that a sneeze or a fuck you?
I just coughed. Sorry.
Oh, okay. We got looks like a hardcore / crossover show with Why Won't You Die, Red Sun Northwest, Trials, and Riddles at the Radness Ensues. This is an all ages show / venue. $10. If you're out that way, go out and rage. I know Dylan's going to be at this.
Yeah, this is like probably 10 minutes from me. I'll be there.
That's awesome. You're gonna have a great time. I can't wait to hear about this show. I know Tony from Why Won't You Die a little bit. Cool dude. Uh, uh, so yeah, cool times. That'll be good. The same night, Chase and I will be headed up to Erebus in Kelso, Washington, to see the mighty Coven 6669, Chemical Annihilation, Sidewalk Slam, Atomic Terror, and Forced Infection. This is a incredibly stacked bill of 5 thrash metal bands for $10. That's worth driving an hour. Let me tell
yeah,
you,
dude.
we are going to have an incredible time. This is going to rule unequivocally. And so that is 1,000% going to be a thing to do. So jazzed for this. Going to be great. Let's see. February 6th, I don't know what day of the week this is, but Pentagram Doom
Thursday.
Metal Gods. It's a Thursday. I might be able to swing that. With Tigers on Opium, who I don't even know what that is. That name sounds posery. Maybe they're good. I don't know. And our local traditional heavy metal group, Stainless, who are really good. That should be a cool time. So if you can make it, go see Doom Metal Legends. Pentagram. Bobby Liebling, dude, that guy could die tomorrow. So if you're into this, go. Don't hesitate. Go. I can't believe that guy is alive at all. I mean, if you know anything about him, like, what? How are you breathing, man? But
The pentagram is keeping him alive.
maybe, I don't know. But maybe it's like Lemmy. They're like, look, you can't stop doing speed or you'll die. You know, they told him that at one point, I think. But anyway, that is a thing. And then later in the month of February, much later, the 25th at the Roseland, Pollock death metal guys, Decapitated, headlining over. I know.
I believe that says 26th. I'm on my screen. It does. I don't know.
I can't tell. Well, if it's the 25th or the 26th, I don't know. But I thought it was the 25th. That's what I have in my notes. I can't quite read it, so whatever. But anyway, they have direct support from Incantation, classic death metalers, who will be performing Onward to Golgotha, Mortal Throne of Nazarene in its entirety, along with support from metalcore dudes Darkest Hour and kind of thrash tech death band Ex Mortis. So that should be a great evening for those who go to that. I know that the three of us will be in attendance at on the 27th, also at the Roseland, to see Cavalera Conspiracy with direct support from death metalers Necrot and heavy crossover thrash band Dead Heat. This is going to be insane. Cavalera Conspiracy are performing in a classic, old-school Sepultura set. This is going to be an mind-blowing rager. The event of the season. So amped for this. I'm getting tickets this week. This is going to be awesome.
Fuck yeah.
What?
I said, fuck yeah.
Indeed. Dylan, what do you think? Are you excited?
I'm excited. This one might kill me, but it'll be worth it.
All right. R.I.P. Dylan. It was worth it. Yeah. Yes. I'll have cheese and pepperoni on my tombstone. Ho! If you are old enough to get that reference. Anyway. Cool. Well, I think that about wraps up the program for this evening. Chase, why don't you hit us with the sign-off thing?
Okay. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and remember, you got the touch.
Dun, 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 power! Yeah! Dun, dun. Okay, cool. I love that song. And Dylan, do you even know what we're talking about?
No, sorry.
I'm sending you this. Okay, I'll put the song in the Discord right after we get off. Thanks, fellas. Good night, everyone.